Hey, it's Nina Kelly. I'm going to come and talk to you today about a lady that I found named Ashley Flugel. And in the research that I've been doing on the Idaho 4, that just terrible evil that happened November the 13th that took Maddie and Kaylee and Ethan and Xana, which we all know Xana. She is right there. And doing the research, I came across Ashley. And Ashley was significant in Brian Koberger's life. Can't say she was his girlfriend. Can't say she wasn't his girlfriend. But I can say that they enjoyed the same hobbies. They both did heroin together. I mean, I'll just come out and say it. You know, my little channel's so small, YouTube will never know it. So anyway, on a serious note, May of 2018, Ashley lost her battle with her addiction, and that's heartbreaking to hear that about anyone. It really affects me because I lost my son to IV misuse. So prayers to the family. Mama to mama, I know how you feel, and breaks my heart. But the problem that came up with Brian and Ashley's relationship was she didn't like guys, so it made it sort of difficult. And I'm not going to say that they broke up, because I can't say that there was a relationship to break up, but they stopped hanging out. And it was pretty traumatic for him because she accepted him and it seemed to understand him, and he could sort of be himself. Now, do I take into consideration that could have been their hobby that they did together that was giving him maybe some false confidence and, stuff like that? Or, anything that, and she could have just really understood him. They may have had some of the same background, some of the same things that happened in their life that drove them to addiction, because we always have to remember that with addiction, it's not the drug that's the problem. It's inside us that's the problem. It's what we're hiding, what we're trying to get rid of, what we're running from. And don't get me wrong when I say addiction is not the problem, for anybody that doesn't understand that statement. I'm not saying the substance is not the problem, that it's not a problem, but if you don't deal with inside you, then the substance is not the problem. It's you. Okay. So, and I guess I get very emotional about that because of losing my son to IV misuse. So, I would say the type personality that I've researched from Brian, that breakup and death does not really jive with him very well. I'm sure that he was pretty devastated, especially since he had started rehab, and he was actually trying to get her to go with him. So at that time, and I've been through this, when, you try to help somebody and they won't go, and then they end up losing their battle. It's like, golly, if I could have just pushed a little harder. That guilt. So I'm sure that her death not only hit him in the, I lost someone I love, but also in the guilt. Maybe he didn't do enough. Maybe he could have done more. Maybe he should have pushed harder. And so when I came across all this, and I saw the resemblance to Xana, y'all have to admit, it's pretty uncanny. I'm going to move out of the way, and I'm going to let you look at all 6 pictures. So, And I guess this goes to the who could have been the target, and believe everything I'm saying is strictly me. No, I'm not saying that it's proven it happened this way. It did happen this way. This is only my opinion, and you can take that or not take it, or don't come back at me and say, but you said. No, I said this is an opinion. But I know that Xana's sister went to WSU, and I thought, what if, because, okay, I know he didn't stalk them, I know he didn't search them out. I'm not saying that. I'm only saying maybe he saw her on campus, and when he saw Xana, I mean, think about it, the love of your life, and then you see Xana, and you got to consider that maybe it was after late October. So we know by late October, he's already been turned down for the position in Pullman. And about the last week of October, he had received his letter saying that he was not meeting the qualifications for the TA position. So by now, he's really suffering some ego depletion, And then he's walking down the sidewalk, and here comes Xana and Jasmine walking the opposite direction straight to him. And he looks up and he sees Xana. And, that could probably put you in some kind of tailspin, bringing back that past trauma in your life. And that maybe, possibly, that's where it started. And I'm not saying he stalked them. I'm not saying I'm not even saying he did it. I mean, I'm not going to ever accuse anybody because I was not there and I do not know. All I know is that we all want justice for Xana and Ethan and Kaylee and Maddie. That's all I know. And you know what? We want justice for Brian. I mean, if Brian Kohberger did not do this, of course, we want justice, because the only justice is the person that did it. That's the only justice. So, when I was going through there, I noticed 2 other people. And so I'll bring their pictures up. Okay. So y'all know the other 2 pictures, of course, are Brian Kohberger's sisters. And so then my wheels fell off. Because look at them. They're all brunette. Well, Melissa up there, she got some blonde right now, but she ain't always had some blonde. So she's a brunette. They're all brunette. They're all beautiful. I mean, look. Tell me. Let me know in the chats if you just think I'm crazy. Okay, y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me, if you think possibly. And look, like I said, I'm not blaming anybody. But if it was him, could Xana have been the target? And that would also explain Kaylee's dad saying he didn't have to go upstairs. And I know he said that statement. And, we've always wondered, what's that statement mean? He didn't have to go upstairs. So maybe they were attacked first. Just let me know what you think about it. And always, anybody struggling with addiction, reach out. And to Ashley's family, prayers. I'm Nina Kelly. Thank you.